Coach Prime strikes again, man. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Do Guy, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes of Mr. Do Guy. And today I'm going to talk about today's football matchup. You had the Colorado Buffaloes beating the Nebraska Cornhuskers 36-14, coming off of the upset of TCU last week. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to reach out to me, DM me or highlight at your boy, man. I have all that information down in the description box. So come get at me, yo. Wow. And you know what today, last week, my concern for Colorado was after last week with everybody talking, them being a 20-point underdog to TCU and going on the road and winning with Shedeur's performance, with Travis Hunter's performance, Dylan Elway's performance. Everybody was patting them on the back and talking about them. And you see this in college athletics a lot where, especially college football because it's only you got a whole week basically before another game. And when you constantly hear how good you are over and over again, it's easy to get complacent. And, it's easy to not really, coach up anything and just feel like you could just roll the ball out there and win. But I tell you what, man, Dion has a well coached team, yo. Last week I was like, well, they gonna be able to put up some points, but the only problem is, they can't stop nobody. And the coach, now granted, Nebraska doesn't have the exact passing attack that a lot of these better teams gonna have, like Oregon and USC, who they gonna see coming up soon. But they're a physical downhill running team, and Colorado is a smaller defense. And they did an amazing job defensively today. Like they go from winning a shootout to early on it's a defensive struggle, and they just stood their ground defensively. I mean, now granted, the quarterback for Nebraska didn't help them, man. Like big dog, you can't just be dropping snaps and fumbling the ball all over the place, man. But Colorado did good against the run game after getting ran on by TCU. And you could tell that defense was fired up, man. And offensively, it wasn't as smooth as it was last week early on. Shedeur got sacked a lot. The receivers were getting covered. They couldn't run the ball at all. But then, I'm going to tell you, Shedeur is a first round quarterback already. I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the season, but, as far as the Heisman and how high he could go in the draft, he's worthy of a first round pick by an NFL team. I mean, he's athletic, he has a nice arm, he's accurate, and most importantly, he's smart with the ball. Now, there's a couple of times where he held it a little too long, but he knows where to go with the football. And, after things struggling early, he still ended up with almost 400 yards passing. He still ended up with 394 yards passing. And today he used his legs to get another touchdown. Weaver is looking like one of the better receivers in the country, man. Dude is just extremely fast, got good hands, and explosive. It was more of a quieter day for Travis Hunter. I think he had like 70 something yards. Didn't have he had one nice catch downfield, but didn't have a lot of splash plays today. But still, his presence being a shutdown corner on one end and coming and being a reliable receiving threat on the other end, it still speaks volumes. Um, Let me tell you, man, I still feel like this team is a little smaller up front defensively and could use some more linemen, but this team could play. Like last week wasn't no mirage, it wasn't no fluke. Colorado is a contending team. I want like that offense, they got a quarterback. When you got a quarterback and you got coaching, you could go a far way. They have one of the better quarterbacks in the country. They have skill position guys that could make plays. And defensively, one thing I see that at least they could do is they could adjust from week to week. They ain't gonna just sit back and just let people go up and down the field on them all year. They'll adjust from week to week. And when they at home, they got a nice home field advantage. Now next week they get Colorado State. That should actually be their first gimme game this year. Then after that it get interesting, yo. They go to Eugene to play Oregon. And then on my birthday, September 30th, Caleb Williams and USC comes to Colorado. Shedeur versus Bo Nix and Shedeur versus Caleb Williams is must see TV. Wow, just what a job by Prime. Last week everybody we was all excited that they pulled it off. This week I'm telling you, like Colorado Buffalo fans, y'all have a good team. Y'all have a good team, and y'all can play with a lot of people out here, yo. The only thing is, the teams with the humongous offenses and defensive lines gonna be tough, but pretty much everybody else, they could play with them. And like Prime said, let them get a few linemen, it's on. I want to see what happens. But with that being said, yo, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have LSU, NCAA, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.